The ball game between the birds and the animal. Chapter 1. The Challenge. Once, the four-legged animals challenged the birds to a ball game. The birds accepted. Both teams danced and pounded on their drums. Then the animals gathered on the edge of a large meadow. The birds perched nearby in trees. There were 2 poles in the meadow. The animals painted their pole bright colors. The birds covered their pole with fabulous feathers. Each team had to try to hit its own pole with the ball. It had to try to stop the other team from doing the same thing. The team that hit its own pole first would be the winner of the game. The bear was captain of the animals. "I can push away everything in my way," he roared. The turtle and the deer were also on the animal team. "No blow can hurt my hard shell," the turtle declared. "I am very speedy," the deer announced. "I am faster than any bird." The eagle was the captain of the birds. The hawk and other quick-flying birds were also on this team. The birds were very brave, but they were still a little afraid of the animals. The animals were so much bigger and stronger. The animals kept boasting about how they couldn't possibly lose to the birds. Chapter 2. New Teammates. The game was about to begin when 2 strange creatures appeared. They were not much larger than field mice. They climbed a tree that the watchful eagle was sitting in and crept along his branch. "We want to play in the ball game," said one of them. "Can we be on your team?" said the other one asked. "But you both have 4 legs, not 2, said the eagle. "Why haven't you joined the other team? Surely that's where you belong." "We offered our help, but the animals made fun of us," said the first creature. "And they chased us away because we are so small," added the second one. The eagle felt sorry for the creatures. "Okay," he said, "you can be on our team." Then the hawk spoke up. "We have forgotten something important," it said. "The little creatures have no wings. How can they join the bird team?" The birds thought for a long time. Then they came up with an idea. Together, they took the leather skin of their drums. They cut 2 pieces of leather that were shaped like wings. The birds stretched and the pieces of leather as far as they could. Then they joined them to the creature's long, thin arms and legs. This is how the bat became to be. The birds had no leather left to make wings for the second creature. So the eagle sat on one side of each creature, and the hawk sat on the other side. Each bird used its beak to pull the creature's skin. They stretched the skin out from the sides of its body. This is how the flying squirrel came to be. The birds threw the ball around to test that the bat and the flying squirrel. They saw that the creatures could be good members of the bird team. They liked the creatures' enthusiasm. Chapter 3. Game time. At last, the signal was given and the game began. From the very start, the flying squirrel grabbed the ball and he carried it high up into a tree. Then he threw it away to one of the birds. The birds kept the ball in the air for a long time. The animals on the ground couldn't reach it. When the ball finally fell to the ground, the deer dashed towards it. But the swallow got there first. He stabbed the ball and tossed quickly to the bat. The bat swooped low to the ground. He wove his way in and out of the animals. The bear lumbered towards the bat, but the bat dipped right by him and smashed the ball against the pole hung with feathers. The animals stood there in dismay and disbelief. The birds had won the game. It was a splendid day for the feathered friends everywhere.